Past simple versus past perfect. We use the past simple tense to talk about events that happened one time in the past. For example, I saw U2 in concert. Or events that happened many times in the past. For example, I wore the same shirt every day for a year. We also use the past simple tense to talk about things that existed or were true in the past. I used to be a teacher. With key time markers like yesterday or last year. Yesterday, I cooked dinner at home. We use the past perfect tense to talk about a time earlier than now. Something that happened before another action or event in the past. So the past simple and past perfect are often used together to form one complete thought. Either event can be mentioned first because the tense makes it clear which one happened first and which one happened after. The past simple. Positive sentences in the past are formed similarly to the present. The verb changes based upon who the subject is. So, the subject or subject pronoun plus simple past verb plus the complement. A subject is a noun, a person, place, thing or idea, or a pronoun, I, you, he, she, it, we or they. The verb is the action. To be is a verb. The complement is the rest of the sentence. So some positive sentences in the past simple start with the subject pronoun plus verb, I woke up, followed by the complement, early yesterday. I woke up early yesterday. You left some cake for us on the table. He remembered our anniversary. To make a sentence negative, add did not or didn't before the base form of the verb. And the same is true for all subjects. For example, I did not have enough cash on me to pay for the meal. Or, I didn't have enough cash on me to pay for the meal. The simple past question form for other action verbs starts with a question word plus did plus the subject plus the verb plus the complement. For example, did you see the latest episode? Did he see the latest episode? Past perfect. The past perfect is formed by had plus the past participle. A past participle is the form of a verb often ending in ed. There are also several irregular past participles, such as go, gone, see, seen, be, been, have, had, eat, eaten, drink, drunk. To form the past perfect, we use the subject plus had, I had, the past participle, listened, and then the rest of the sentence. I had listened to that podcast before I knew you were the host. You had eaten the whole turkey before the meal ended. He wanted to sing on stage before he became famous. To make a sentence negative, add not after had. For example, the subject plus had plus not. I had not. Or I hadn't. Then the past participle, considered, and then the rest of the sentence. I had not considered other options before I went to university. We had not, or we hadn't, talked for years until finally talking yesterday at the wedding reception. She had not, or she hadn't, flown in an airplane before our vacation to Europe. To ask a question with the present perfect, change the order of had and the subject. For example, had plus subject plus past participle. Had you tried? Had you tried to change her opinion before last night? Had they called her before she bought a ticket? Had she opened her presents before she celebrated her birthday? Some more examples. We had never guessed it would end up like this, but it did. They had always talked about living in Europe before they decided to move there in 2012. She had never seen someone so handsome until she met her husband. I had hoped to travel the world, but I got sick suddenly. You had always been my favourite cousin until you betrayed me.